Hello and welcome to Avaya Stadium, home of the San Jose Earthquakes.
I'm Ava from Avaya, your fan engagement host.
And I'm so excited to be here with all of you today. We have the most devoted and loyal fans in the world, and that's why we've put together this one-of-a-kind stadium experience just for you, bringing together unity, devotion, and heritage. Find me on the screens along the concourse as I share my list of top tips to help you get to know your amazing new home and make the most of your game day experience. You'll get inside information about our mobile app, concession stands, stadium facts, and more. I hope you enjoy your time here at Avaya Stadium, and I look forward to engaging with all of you this season. Let's go, Quakes!
Catch Earthquake soccer action all season long on Comcast Sportsnet, led by a broadcast team of Chris Dangerfield, Anthony Passarelli, and Kate Scott. Tune in Saturday, June 20th at 1 p.m. as the Quakes face off against Seattle Sounders FC on Comcast Sportsnet Bay Area, the television home of the San Jose Earthquakes.
Plenty of rest for the lucky at Black Oak Casino Resort. Visit blackoakcasino.com/quakes and enter to win a weekend getaway with a luxury room, $25 in free play, plus $25 in dining. It's an exclusive getaway for Earthquakes fans. You'll have mountains of fun. So enter to win today.
At Black Oak Casino, enjoy the great indoors.
This is America. Peterson Dean is solar for America. Old-fashioned quality and new American jobs in places like Albuquerque, New Mexico and Hillsboro, Oregon. It's a new day when a family farm can look like this or like this, powering the next generation. Because American-made solar is the right solar for America.
On Tuesday, July 21st, for the first time in club history, the Earthquakes will take on Manchester United at California Memorial Stadium during this summer's International Champions Cup. Visit sjearthquakes.com to secure your tickets today. This season, the Earthquakes and the Bay Area BMW Centers have teamed up to support schools in our community. For each save this season, the Earthquakes and BMW will donate $100 to a fund benefiting local schools. So far, $4,700 has been raised in 2015. Thank you to the Bay Area BMW Centers for supporting our community. The Quakes will host an admission-free viewing party right here at Avaya Stadium this Saturday, June 20th, when the team travels to Seattle to take on the Sounders. Avaya Stadium and the 7-Up Epicenter will open at 12 noon. For details, visit sjearthquakes.com.
Everyone loves their car and tries their best to take care of it. Maybe you even do a bit of the work yourself. If you change your own motor oil and oil filters, the job is only half done when you've closed the hood. It's illegal to dump the oil in the garbage or down the drain. Many local automotive stores take back used motor oil and filters for recycling. Look for this sign on the door and front window of your local automotive store. You may be able to recycle your used motor oil and filter at the curb, but call your trash removal service first. The County of Santa Clara Household Hazardous Waste Program also has drop-off services for used motor oil, filters, and many other items around the house. Remember, finish the job right and recycle your used motor oil and filters. Go to hhw.org for more information. A message brought to you by the Santa Clara County Recycling and Waste Reduction Commission. Funded by Cal Recycle.
But right now it's San Jose. Ball sent across. Wondolowski does get the goal in the MVP race, and now taking the lead in the Golden Boot race for Chris Wondolowski. His 18th goal this season, and Eric Kronberg with no chance there.
Nice move, Wando. Wando! Goal! Chris Wondolowski able to come in and chip it over the top of Joe Cannon, and he is equalized at one apiece.
On it defensively for the Rapids. The ball's played back inside. Goal!
His feet, he's under pressure from Fagundes. Pounds it long. Wondolowski takes a touch. Can he finish? Yes, 1-0 Quakes.
Look at this touch. That is world-class, people. Look at the finish. Always aware. You cannot let Wondolowski even sniff an inch because he'll find the back of the net when he does.
Who thinks about it? First half. Effort.
Wando! He has scored! Chris Wondolowski from outside the 18-yard box. What a goal! What a strike!
Wondolowski, the Golden Boot winner in 2010. Man that makes the Earthquakes go up front. This is Wondolowski, a good ball from Leach. Wondolowski!
You can see what makes Wondolowski such a good goal scorer right here. He thinks about nothing more than taking a shot. Puts it back post, nothing Kevin Hartman could really do.
Squeeze, beautiful slide to keep it alive. Johnson with a touch ahead, Wondolowski. One time, goal! San Jose! And
some personality, and we got it.
Back out in front.
Wondolowski! Goal! Goal! Chris Wondolowski, and there's your stoppage time magic for the home team.
He's 4 for 6 this season on penalty kicks taken. He nailed it. He's tied the record.
Flag for 3! They come from 2 goals down again against the man. Almost the first time. Wondolowski attacking it. Chris Wondolowski. Some one-goal magic for the MLS All-Stars, who can't stop scoring goals.
Convey sends it inside.
Wondolowski. Chris Wondolowski. His drought is over, and Celeste is back up.
He is simply clutch. Chris Wondolowski. Wondo magic for San Jose.
Echoes of reggae coming through my bedroom wall. Having a party up next door, but I'm sitting here all alone. 2 lovers in the bedroom, and the other started to shine. Oh my God, it's this blank stare. I cannot cloud it up.
The Earthquakes would like to welcome tonight's ball kids, team escorts, and scarf crew. Escorting the teams to the field are members of Orchard Valley Soccer Club and Sunnyvale Alliance. Tonight's scarf crew is representing Pack Dynamites, and the ball kids join us from the Earthquakes Academy. Joining us on the field for tonight's ceremonial first goal is Greg Bodziak. Greg is the head coach at eSoccer. It's an international program focusing on inclusivity for typical and special needs kids through the power of sport. All right, Greg, let's give it a shot. And it's good. Please join me in giving Greg a big round of applause for joining us tonight. And stay tuned for an eSoccer demonstration during halftime.
I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. So good, so good. I got you. Wow, I feel nice. A sugar and spice. I feel nice. A sugar and spice.
Tonight's item of the match is this brand new scarf and also this SJ74 hat. Pick yours up tonight in 3 different colors for only $28. Support your team in style at any of the merchandise stands or stores located around the stadium.
I feel nice, a sugar and spice. So nice, so nice, I got you.
The officials for tonight's match are referee Alex Chokovich, assistant referees Vincent Cortez and Jeremy Hansen, and the 4th official is Michael Zapata. And now, the starting lineup for visiting Sacramento Republic FC. Goalkeeper, number 24, Patrick McLean. Defender, number 23, Emera Clementa. Defender, number 21, Mickey Daly. Defender, number 12, Nemanja Vukovic. Defender, number 20, James Kiffey. Midfielder, number 7, Gilberto. Midfielder, number 18, Ivan Mirkovic. Midfielder, number 8, Rodrigo Lopez. Midfielder, number 19, Octavio Guzman. Forward, number 14, Cameron Iwasa. And forward, number 17, Justin Braun. And the head coach of Sacramento, Preki.
The lights are shining like the sun out tonight. Just keep your body moving how I like.
And now, presented by Stanford Medical. Please turn your attention to the video board and join me in introducing tonight's starting lineup for your San Jose Earthquakes. Goalkeeper, number 35, Brian.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Avaya
Defender,
Stadium.
number 20, Sean.
U.S. Open Cup match between your San Jose Earthquakes
Defender,
and Sacramento Republic
number 2,
FC.
Ty.
Before we go any further, I think it's time for a bit
Defender,
of a history
number 38,
lesson. The Lamar Hunt
Paulo.
U.S. Open Cup, recognized as United States Soccer's National Club
Defender,
Championship.
number
In
4,
competition,
Marvel.
It is open to all amateur and pro soccer teams affiliated
Midfielder,
with U.S. Soccer.
number 15, JJ.
For 100 consecutive years, dating
Midfielder,
back to 2014.
number 9, Kari.
It was, 1914. It was renamed in 1999.
Midfielder,
to
number
honor
23,
American soccer
Leandro.
pioneer Lamar Hunt, and this is the fourth
Midfielder,
round, I should say.
number
of
80, John
this year's
Baptiste.
Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. Now, we'll give you a little bit of
Forward,
information right now about
number 12,
Sacramento
Mark.
Republic. They are currently third. USL Western
And
Division
forward,
with a record of 7
number 8,
22
Chris.
points on their season. They have a potent offensive
And the head
strategy.
coach of your
They're
Earthquakes,
most
Dominic
in the
Kinnear.
Western Conference. Rodrigo Lopez back with the team tonight after suspension leads the team with 7 goals.
Ladies and gentlemen,
USL
please
in
stand,
terms of overall
raise your
scoring.
scarves,
Also, he
and
has
welcome
4
to the field
game-winning goals
the
on the
referees
season.
for tonight's
Goalkeeper
match,
Patrick McLean's
followed by
4
visiting
shutouts.
Sacramento Republic FC
Currently in the
and your
USL.
San
They
Jose
advance into this
Earthquakes.
meeting in the U.S. Open Cup with a 4-2 win over the Sonoma Soul on the 20th of May and a 7-3 win over Chula Vista FC on the 27th of May. Just a little bit more information on Sacramento Republic FC, a little miscellaneous things for you. Full over the Earthquake SS, Rodrigo Lopez and Mr. Brown. Goal making tonight, 36 in the USL. Lopez had a 3-match suspension and Braun had a 1-game suspension from a yellow card scoring goals for Sacramento Republic FC.
Ladies
Taking
and
a
gentlemen,
look
please
at
remain
the
standing
starting
as we
lineups
honor America.
tonight.
And welcome
We'll
to
do
the
that
field,
in just
Simone
a second.
Stewart, here tonight to perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. No, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Thank you, Simone Stewart. Please direct your attention to the field where Lori Calloway, defender on the original 1974 Earthquakes and the first head coach of the San Jose Clash, will perform the official coin toss.
You can bring your army, you can bring what you got. We're gonna be
light coffee, mocha cream colored uniforms, attacking from the left to the right. And immediately off the kickoff, they're going to send it back to Danny McLean, their keeper, and try and build it from the back. Currently playing a game of catch with everyone. We'll bring a near boundary to Clementa, but he'll turn it around immediately. The Earthquakes putting a bit of pressure on the back line immediate. Sacramento not finding any headway right now to break it up beyond the back line. Earthquakes putting the early pressure on there. Will immediately send it back to McLean. Sacramento's keeper will try and get it clear, but his kick is out of play. On the far boundary, it'll be a throw-in for the Quakes. It's going to be Marvell Wynn to do the honors, going over the top, trying to get it to J.J. Caval, who tries to get it off a header towards Perazzi, but it's going to be broken up by the back line of Sacramento and out of play, so the Quakes will do it over again with another throw-in. Marvell Wynn looking for Sherrod in the area. It's on the ground. Wando looking for a touch, popped up into the air, going to be headed out and run down quickly by Barrera, but it'll be knocked away before finally being picked up by the Quakes, but not before a whistle being called on Ty Harden. A little bit overzealous in his pursuit there. So the ball will go now to a free kick from Sacramento. Mirkovic turning it around to Mickey Daly, who will look far boundary. Finds Vukovic, dribbling it into Quakes territory. The pass taken away by the Quakes. A lot of contact in there as it's knocked away by Sacramento, and Sacramento now regains control. And again, seems content to kick it around their back line, not finding any deep penetration, but now a long pass ahead. Intended for Braun, knocked away there by Harden. It's going to be picked up by Francis. Looks to the near boundary, trying to get it to Barrera. Barrera making the smart move, deflecting it out of play. Another throw-in coming now for the Quakes. Looks like it'll be Francis to do the duties. Third minute here at Avaya Stadium. No score. Throw-in, looking for Sherrod. Bounces off his bald head and picked up by Clementa. Clementa dribbling it ahead, looking for Braun. His pass offline. It'll be picked up by Renato. Renato going to make the safe play, turn it around to Meredith. Meredith lets it fly right at the center circle. Bounced off the body of Koval, but it's going to be picked up by McLean. Given up to Mirkovic, trying to advance it towards Gilberto, the Brazilian. Vukovic inside to Iwasa. Now Sacramento trying to bring it into Quakes territory. Ahead towards Octavio Guzman, who's got some room to run. Charging towards the top of the area, ranges right, looking for Clementa, who will cross it, but it'll be picked up on the ground by Meredith. He'll swing it out with his right hand. Where J.J. Koval looks to get it ahead towards Sherrod. Perazzi with a long pass to the near boundary towards Barrera. Makes his move inside, drops it off to Stevenson, trying to get it ahead towards Wondolowski, but the pass is picked off by Sacramento. Braun not advancing it and turned it around to Clementa. Looking to get it ahead towards Gilberto. Gilberto advancing it off of Rodrigo Lopez. Looking to the far boundary. Now it's broken inside. Big collision there between Kari Stevenson and Iwasa. No whistle. Let him keep playing. Now it's Rodrigo Lopez again. Looking inside towards Gilberto. Back outside near boundary. Clementa. Now it's back to Gilberto. And they'll turn it around to Daly in the back line, who feels the pressure from Sherrod. Now attacking again, trying to get it up towards Guzman, but it's going to be broken up by Barrera. J.J. Koval tries to come in and get the possession back in favor of the Quakes. Sacramento's going to bring it now on the attack. Long diagonal towards Clementa. He'll get into the box and he'll get tripped up on Francis. And this will give a PK opportunity for Sacramento Republic here in the 5th minute. That did not take long. The Earthquakes not happy with this. little bit too much on the pursuit there. It was just inside the corner, and Wondolowski better be careful. He is running his mouth at this moment, furious over the call. But now Rodrigo Lopez is going to get set. Meredith a couple steps in front, getting set. As Lopez will have this opportunity to give Sacramento the early lead. 6th minute. There's the whistle. Getting set. Takes a shot. They score! Sacramento leads 1-0 here in the 6th minute off the PK goal from Rodrigo Lopez. And the San Jose Earthquakes find themselves in an early hole.
Sacramento goal in the 6th minute, scored by number 8, Rodrigo Lopez.
So the Earthquakes now looking to respond, feeling the pressure early here at Avaya Stadium, trailing 1-0. We are in the 7th minute. The ball back center circle. The Earthquakes waiting for the whistle to get things back underway once again. There's the whistle. Wondolowski immediately takes it to his left, finds Francis near boundary. Francis will turn it around. Sees Harden. Looks to his right towards Renato. Renato dribbles it up, looking for a little bit of free space, and finds Wynn on the outside. He'll turn it around back to Meredith. Meredith will try and launch it ahead. Skips off the head of Perazzi. First touched by Sherrod. Now it's anyone's ball. Finally, it'll be picked up by Sacramento. And they'll give it back to their back line once again. Try and see what they can do. So again, the Quakes, if you're just joining us, finding themselves in an early 1-0 deficit to Sacramento. Rodrigo Lopez scoring the early goal off the penalty opportunity and taking advantage. There's J.J. Koval trying to take it away. Does so. Marvell Wynn getting it off the dispossession, turning it around to his backline member, Harden. Trying to lead Francis on the outside. Francis sees Leandro Barrera. Look towards Wondolowski perhaps. The pass off line. It's going to be picked up now by Sacramento. Ahead to Braun. Braun trying to find his way past Harden, but passes it to no one. And now it's going to be Marvell Wynn to run it down. The ball did not have enough on it to set up a goal kick. Now the Quakes give it to Francis near boundary. His pass deflected and kept alive by Sacramento, who take over on the possession. Francis there along with Kari Stevenson trying to break it up. Leandro Barrera and Chris Wondolowski battling for the ball. Clementa eventually coming up with the possession for Sacramento as they'll reset. Being cautious right now. Coming center circle, bouncing it around their back line. Now Clementa. Ball ahead. But it's offline, taken back by the Quakes. Barrera's ball ahead. Stopped in progress by Sacramento, but it's regained by San Jose. The Quakes look to see if they can get their attack going here anytime soon. So far, Sacramento a little bit hotter out of the gate so far. Earthquakes trying to rebound from the early goal by Sacramento. Renato looks to get it ahead towards J.J. Caval, turns around to Stevenson, bounces ahead to Wondolowski. Wondolowski looks outside to Marvell Wynn, gets it back to Wando. Wando, slow dribble, looking for the long diagonal, bringing it across to Leandro Barrera. He's got a nice first touch, feels pressure, cuts middle, now getting the pass inside, backheel to Perazzi. Barrera taken away on the ground by McLean. Nice job by McLean to slide out and take it away from Barrera. Barrera displeased. A collision with McLean. But his cries are to no avail. But a good job of simple, in and out, give and go passing from the Earthquakes to create the opportunity. And now they'll look to dispossess Sacramento once again, and they do so. Skirting along the near boundary, Francis trying to get it ahead to Wondolowski. His pass offline, clearing kick out of play, throw in coming for San Jose here in the 11th minute. Francis Going over the top, a little bit too much over the top of Sherrod offline. Taken by Sacramento. Vukovic gets it back after a quick touch outside. Trying to get it ahead now. Ball intended for Braun, knocked away there by Renato. Now Marvell Wynn trying to get it clear. He does so, but in the effort gets it out of play. Throwing from Sacramento. A retreating pass to the back line. Mickey Daly trying to get it ahead to Octavio Guzman. It's turned around and picked up Micah Vukovic. Head to Guzman again. We'll get a whistle. Wondolowski once again very displeased. He better be careful. He'll be cautioned early. Wondolowski still. He's come out hot tonight, folks. Head referee Alex Chilowich, I think in no uncertain terms, told Wondolowski that he was watching the play, pointed towards his eyes. Wondolowski in disagreement at this point. The ball bounces haphazardly to Meredith, who launches ahead, takes a skip off the forehead of Sherrod. Wondolowski trying to get it into the box, gets slipped up and tripped. No whistle, clean plays on the ball. No complaint from Wondolowski this time. But they are going to say it was last touched by Sacramento, so this will set up a corner ball now for San Jose. Leandro Barrera getting set for the service. McLean a step or two off the line, pretty much dead even between the sticks. Barrera looking for the left-footed attack. Launches it in, a low liner looking for the header from Kari Stevenson. Can't get it to him. They'll be run down by Perazzi, who launches it back out towards Renato. Now gets it ahead towards Francis. He's onside, ranging left of the area, looks to cross it on the ground. Skips off of Sacramento. Over the end line, will do this again. It looks like it's going to be the Frenchman Perazzi to do the honors this time. He gets set in the corner arc. Again, McLean shaded out towards the back post. Ball in. Over everyone's head, looking for Wondolowski. Gets it on the header, puts it on the ground, but it's quickly popped up and cleared out by Sacramento out of play. This will stay with the Earthquakes. Perazzi wasting no time. Looks at Leandro Barrera. Going over the top, looking for Sherrod. It's on the ground. Sacramento knocks it clear. But Renato's going to be there to field it for San Jose. Gets it to Perazzi. Back to Meredith. Doesn't quite have the leg strength of a David Bingham, so isn't playing the long ball quite as much. Harden's pass deflected out of play. Another throw-in coming for San Jose. 14th minute here. The Quakes trailing 1-0. The throw-in off a couple of heads there before being bounced to Perazzi. Finds Wondolowski, center circle, with a nice long leading diagonal pass to Marvell Wynn. Breaking towards the area, right of the area, looks to cross it and launch it in the air for Sherrod. Sherrod puts it on the ground, goes off the near post and out of play. They are going to say it was last touched, however, by McLean, so the Earthquakes will get another corner opportunity. And it looks like Barrera and Perazzi are going to set, but a quick ball in to Barrera. Barrera launches it into the area looking for the height. No one's there. Sherrod with the attempt. His shot blocked and knocked out of the area. Picked up by Wynn. Wynn breaking on Gilberto. Right of the area. Looks to cross. Waits. Can't get it away. Gilberto goes down. Now here's Wynn's cross on the ground, but it's going to be snagged by McLean, who dives on it and on the doorstep, handling the threat from the Earthquakes once again. 15th minute here. Quakes trailing 1-0 at Avaya Stadium. Wondolowski applying a bit of pressure to McLean. His kick finds the chest of Ty Harden for San Jose. Give and go pass from Barrera. Perazzi. Stevenson, center circle. Dangerous pass to Marvell Wynn on the far boundary. He'll turn it around to Renato. Renato chips it ahead, intended for Wondolowski. It's temporarily headed about. Everybody's getting a touch on it. Before finally Harden knocks it ahead, intended for Sherrod. Sacramento going to do a good job to break up an offline pass before finally turning it around to McLean. He gives it to Nemanja Vukovic. His pass center circle barely handled by Rodrigo Lopez. Now trying to get it ahead. Here comes Sacramento on the attack, looking for Clemento. Pass picked off by Barrera. Now looking to lead Sean Francis, but a little bit too out in front of him. Picked up off the ground on a simple hop by McLean. And so Sacramento will reset. And the Earthquakes will look to see if they can get a dispossession here. J.J. Caval applying lots of pressure, as is Wando. The ball launched out right of the center circle. Skips into the control of Meredith. Will sling it out to his right towards Renato. Renato, a little bit of room to run. Trying to chip it ahead to Wondolowski and does so. Wondolowski fields it. Comes inside to Perazzi. Stevenson trying to knock it ahead towards Sherrod. Sherrod is onside, fighting to keep it from going out of play. He is unable to do so despite a diving attempt. A good effort, just a little too late, so the ball goes back to Sacramento. Throw in from Sacramento, disrupted by Marvell Wynn. Everybody gets a head on it now. It goes back to Wynn. Wynn gets tripped up, draws the whistle. This will stay with the Quakes. Just entering the 18th minute. Quick pass finds Marvell Wynn right of the area. Feeling the pressure. Gets past Iwasa. Now breaking in. Launches it in the air. Looking for Wondolowski. Too short. Now Caval heads it back in. Sacramento tries to head it back out before finally they pick it up and lead the charge. And here they come on the counterattack. Gilberto making away past a slipping and sliding Paulo Renato. Coming center circle with it now. Swung to the outside towards Clementa trying to find a way to break, but Leandro Pereira takes it away. Leandro Pereira with room to run. Looks inside to Wondolowski. Wondolowski, center circle to Perazzi. Perazzi will sling it outside towards Caval, the second-year man out of Stanford. Caval coming inside, tries to slice a pass into Wondolowski, but it's broken up and taken away by Sacramento. Sacramento with a dangerous pass, feeling pressure from Ty Harden. Eventually, though, Guzman not able to control it despite the pressure from San Jose, so this will get back in the possession of the Quakes. Barrera near boundary. Sees Guzman. Quakes maybe slowing the pace a bit here after what was a hectic few minutes. Now retreating with their back line just a bit. Near boundary, Francis. Sees Guzman, back to Harden. Harden with a nice pass inside to Perazzi. To Renato, trying to lead Stevenson, who does a nice job with a leading pass to Caval right of the area. Caval crosses it, looking for Wondolowski, broken up by Vukovic. Wando still fighting for the ball, collides, Wando gets it, puts it in the air for Sherrod. It's going to be Clementa who heads it out trying to get it clear, and then it's finally Guzman who does so, but it's picked up by Francis. Quakes still with a good opportunity. Barrera ranging left of the area. Looks to cross, sends it in the air, headed out by Sacramento, but Francis keeps it alive for the Quakes. Looks middle to Perazzi. Perazzi looks to bomb away, still holding. Now he's going to come outside to Barrera. Barrera waiting, lobs it into the air, looking for the header. Sherrod with the shot over the net. Goal kick coming now for Sacramento. Again, nice possession there for the Earthquakes. Smart, simple passing, setting up sound opportunities, but unable to finish. 20th minute here at Avaya Stadium. Quakes trailing 1-0. Goal kick on the way now from Patrick McLean. Wisconsin native. 4 clean sheets this year. third in the USL. Wondolowski off a break, possibly outside, keeps it in the box, looks to shoot, feels a crowd, looks to shot, deflected, popped up into the air. Wondolowski stays with it, gets it to Francis inside. Francis gets it taken away. I don't know how Wando was onside there, but they let him play. Now Harden does a good job of keeping a clearing kick in. Quakes looking to maintain the attack. Barrera near boundary, dribbling through a crowd. Sees it knocked away from him. Now it's going to be taken up by Sacramento off the dispossession. They'll get it clear but out of play. This will be back to a Quakes throw-in. So the Quakes applying the pressure here, looking for the equalizer. 23rd minute. Trailing 1-0. Head coach Dominic Kinnear barking a few orders. Sherrod off the throw-in. Pinballs it back to Meredith. Finds Harden, turns it around to Meredith once again. Meredith feels some pressure from Iwasa. Lobs it towards Sherrod. Sherrod tried to get it off the back of his head towards Barrera. Barrera down, grabbing his lower back. Finally, we'll get a whistle blown from the referee. Barrera doing a good job of selling it for the moment. Looks like the trainers will come out and take a look at him. Down for the moment right now. Looked like he initially pointed towards his lower back. Everybody getting a bit of a break, chugging down some water, trying to stay hydrated on what was it's been a surprisingly warm afternoon. My initial read of the forecast this morning did not tell me it would be quite as warm as it was here tonight. You never know exactly how exactly that's going to affect the players, how exactly that is going to affect the pace of the game, the substitutions. So Barrera going to walk off for a moment. Referee Alex Chilowich calling for the ball. Looks like we're about ready to get back underway here. Gives the whistle, puts it on the ground for Octavio Guzman, who gives a courtesy kick back to the man between the sticks for the Quakes, Brian Meredith. He'll put it on the ground. Looked like he was going to let it fly. Now gives it another roll and eventually does. Lobs it in front of the center circle. Sherrod trying to knock it ahead towards Chris Wondolowski, but unable to do so. Sacramento tries to get it clear. They do so, but it's picked back up by the Quakes. Ornato turning it around. Back to Meredith once again, who will launch at center circle, but it's going to be Gilberto keeping it in. There's Rodrigo Lopez taking a shot. Ill-advised. Goes way wide, setting up a goal kick. Now for San Jose. '25th minute. Quakes trailing 1-0. Line drive goal kick into the center circle. Popped up. Draws a whistle. This will go to the Quakes. Kari Stevenson. Perazzi. Pass intended for J.J. Koval, right of the area. Now it's back midfield. Kick near boundary towards Francis, who gets tripped up. Braun gets a whistle after taking down Francis. Got body before ball there. And now it's going to be Barrera. With the free kick about 15 yards on top of the left elbow of the 18-yard box. 33 yards out or so in total. Perazzi and Barrera both equidistant. It's going to be Barrera lifting into the box, looking for the header, bouncing off of Harden. Sherrod trying to race it down. They're going to say it was last touched by San Jose. This will go back now to Sacramento. So the Earthquakes having good opportunities on their offense so far, but just not being able to find that last little move, that last little shimmy shake, as it were, to finish things. Now the ball launched ahead by McLean. A 50-50 ball, center circle, finally picked up by Clemento for Sacramento. Nice play by Guzman to keep it alive. Gets it to Justin Braun, charging towards the top of the arc. Gets past Kari Stevenson. Gets it right of the area to Clementa. Back inside to Guzman. Guzman lifts it into the area. On the ground, looking for a handball. Finally, it's going to be Marvell Wynn who kicks it out, but it's kept alive by Kiffey. Now lifted into the area and snagged out of the air by Meredith. Nice play there. Meredith will put it on the ground to his left to Francis, who gets it back off a touch from Stevenson. Now trying to lead Mark Sherrod, but it's going to be headed away by Sacramento. Picked up by Perazzi, trying to lead Leandro Barrera. Finally, Clementa trying to get it away. Wondolowski wants a touch, can't get it. Finally, Gilberto gets it to the outside towards Mickey Daly. Sacramento looking a bit flummoxed on their attack. Now a long cross pitch pass finds Clementa. Owasa back to Clementa, trying to lead men into the area. Harden knocking the pass away. A nice touch there. Hacked out by Francis, bouncing center circle. But Sacramento on the attack once again. Nice 1-2-3 passing game, but Owasa can't complete it. And the Quakes come back on the attack. Wondolowski leading Sherrod left of the area. Can't stay with it immediately, but comes back to it. Finds Barrera. Barrera gets tackled by Octavio Guzman. He's down once again. The referee, Chilowich, telling Guzman to tone it down a bit. Second time Barrera has taken some heat in terms of some physical activity. But we've got a free kick coming for the Earthquakes. It's going to be Perazzi lifting it into the center of the Ox. Looking for Sherrod, who puts it down wide. A nice ball in from Perazzi. Sherrod trying to get the header on it, but just came on it a bit too late. Couldn't get the right angle. And now it's back as a goal kick for Sacramento. 29th minute, Quakes trailing 1-0. McLean gives it a big right boot. Hangs up in the air. Francis getting it back deep into Sacramento territory. We will get a whistle, but this will stay with Sacramento. Clementa getting set for the free kick. 30th minute. Quakes trailing 1-0. Nice move by Clementa. Does a 360 to get past Leandro Barrera. Gets it ahead to Guzman. Guzman knifing past a sea of blue jerseys. Collides with Francis. Eventually, we'll get a whistle and a flag up. This will stay with Sacramento. Clementa fighting past Barrera. Feels pressure from Francis, who knocks it out of play. And they're going to say this last touch skipped off Sacramento. Quick throw in from San Jose, a little bit too quick. They'll make Francis do it again. 31st minute. Quakes trailing 1-0 here at Avaya Stadium. A throw-in finds its way to the back line. Harden getting it to Meredith. Feeling pressure from Iwasa, lets it fly. J.J. Koval off the header, spins it in the direction of Wondolowski, but Vukovic there gets it out of his end, knocking it towards the Quakes. The back line, Renato with it, gives it a touch to Meredith. Francis gets Rodrigo to Lopez to fall down on his attempt, gets it ahead to Leandro Barrera. Now gets it ahead to Sheridan. He is offside. Flag goes up. And it's back now to Sacramento. So the Earthquakes once again showing the start of nice opportunities, but just not being able to finish them. Of course, Sherrod maybe hoping he could get away with one, being a little bit offside, or maybe more than a little bit offside, however you want to read into it. Quakes off the turnover, looking to get it back, advancing the attack. Ahead to Barrera. Barrera trying to fight his way past Lopez. Looks middle to Stevenson. Stevenson trying to lead J.J. Koval right of the area. Pass swatted away. Picked up by the back line. Vukovic. Daly. Now back to McLean. Who kicks it about 5 or 10 in front of the halfway line. Marvell win with a quick throw-in. Perazzi trying to lead Leandro Barrera, but his pass taken away by Sacramento. Sacramento now with a little bit of room to run, trying to come on the counter attack. Leading Iwasa, but it's going to be Ty Harden to take it away. Harden cannot keep it in play, however. This will be a throw-in now. About 38 out. Or excuse me, 28 out. A throw-in off the right elbow of the area. Clementa to do the honors. Coming in quickly to Iwasa. Francis and Harden all over him. Now it's outside to Lopez. Up a quick touch from Gilberto. Back to Vukovic on the attack. Looking to his left to Kiffey. Breaking middle. Getting past Koval, but Renato's there to take it away. Nice job by the Portuguese defender. But it's still possessed by Sacramento. So Sacramento will back up with it for a bit. Nemanja Vukovic turning it around to McLean. Wondolowski showing some pressure. McLean looks to his left again. Finds Vukovic. Comes middle to Octavio Guzman. Sacramento working hard to try and get it out of their own end, and the Earthquakes not making it any easier. But finally, here come Sacramento on the attack. They're going to lead it to Clementa. Top right of the elbow. Back inside to Guzman. Working his way on Harden. Excuse me, that was Braun. Now it's a fight between Clementa and Francis. They're going to say it was last touch by Francis. Quick throw in. Gilberto. Now we've got an offside being called on Braun, but letting him roll. Knocked out of play. This will go back towards San Jose. Wondolowski on the throw-in. Good touch by Francis, turning it around to Meredith. Quakes will try and build it from the back once again. They'll play the long ball here for Meredith. Meredith, a line drive blast. Looking for Wondolowski. It's going to be Mickey Daly, though, heading it clear. Barrera. Lopez fighting for it once again. Out of play. Here's the throw-in. Head towards Justin Braun. Francis and Harden making his life very miserable for the moment. They're going to say it was out of play. Last touch by Braun. He can't believe it. Now it looks like Preki, coach for Sacramento, having a word with head referee Alex Chilowich. Looks friendly enough for the moment, but a free kick on the way for San Jose. Harden decides to play the safe route. Now a quick game of catch with Meredith. Then a sloppy bouncing pass ahead towards Barrera, out of play. And it's back to Sacramento. 36th minute, Sacramento leading 1-0 here at Avaya Stadium. Off a goal from Rodrigo Lopez in the 6th minute, a penalty kick, giving them the early command. Here's Octavio Guzman fighting with Marvell Wynn. Now looks inside, across Rodrigo Lopez. Looking to lead Braun. Here's a pass intended. Looking for a man sliding across. Kari Stevenson trying to get it out of there. Controls it. Ahead to Wondolowski. Wondolowski finds Koval. Koval ahead to Sharon. Way offside. And this is back to Sacramento. 37th minute here. Sacramento leading 1-0. Quakes looking to turn it around, get on the board here before this half ends. 37th minute. So far, Sacramento with the lead off the penalty kick. Here's Guzman. Looking for Lopez, right of the area. Takes a shot off the fly, but it's quickly snagged by Meredith. Could have waited a little bit longer. Sherrod gets knocked down from behind hard. Quickly back up on his feet. Perazzi getting set now. As we get back in play, he'll launch it ahead looking for Wondolowski, who I think would have been offside himself, but the ball never made it that far. Now Mirkovic looking outside to Kiffey. Back to McLean. Ahead towards Braun. Knocked back into Sacramento's territory. Clementa. Lopez. His pass picked off by the Frenchman, who sees his own pass knocked away by Gilberto. And Mirkovic. Now it's Vukovic with it now. Ahead to Braun. Pressured by Renato. Looks back outside to Vukovic. As the Serbian turns it around. Daly with it now. Sees Sherrod. Puts it on a bounce back to McLean. Head towards Mirkovic. Out towards Nemanja Vukovic. Pass intended for Octavio Guzman. Gilberto with the touch, knocked away there by Renato. 50-50 ball. Kari Stevenson colliding with Guzman, trying to get a touch on it. Popped up behind the center circle in the Quakes end. Wondolowski off the header to win off the header. Koval back outside. Quakes will try and drive it deep and regroup here. Sacramento simply a little bit of hustle right now, making things difficult for the Quakes. Finally, the Quakes ever to get it back. Kari Stevenson launching it ahead, looking for perhaps J.J. Koval, but too much on that, out of play. This will set up a goal kick now for Patrick McLean and Sacramento Republic FC. 40th minute here at Avaya Stadium. San Jose Earthquakes trailing 1-0. McLean lets it loose. Front of the center circle, bounces over a couple of Sacramento heads for Quakes try and get it out of their own end. But now here's Justin Braun off the misplay by Marvell Wynn. Turning it around to Guzman. Out of play, last touch by Marvell Wynn. Throw in for Sacramento. throw in taken away by the Quakes. We'll try and knock it clear. Sacramento doing a good job of keeping it in. That's Gilberto doing so. Coming across to Clementa. Inside Rodrigo Lopez, who does a 180. Looks to Vukovic on the outside. Back to Gilberto. Vukovic breaking middle. Back outside. Now a nice leading pass towards Guzman, defended by Stevenson. The ball over the end line, but they are going to say this was last touched by the Quakes. So it looks like Sacramento does not exactly know who they want to take care of the service here. Finally, it's going to be Rodrigo Lopez, slowly making his way from the crowd just shy of the arc to do the honors on the corner ball. 42nd minute here. Quakes trailing 1-0. Corner ball in. Up in the air. Sherrod there to knock it clear. Run down by Guzman. Trying to lead Clementa, but there's Francis to try and knock it clear, and he does so. Gets it back into Sacramento territory. Finally, it's going to be Mirkovic who comes up with the possession and gets it back to McLean. Back to McLean once again. Dressed in a very Tennessee orange. Now it's the headbangers' ball as people bounce her off each other. Francis launching it ahead for Wondolowski. But Sacramento able to keep it away from him. Now Sacramento showing a nice passing game. Finally the fourth touch knocked away by the Quakes. But they can't hold on to it themselves. It's taken back up now by Sacramento. Sacramento will look to come on the attack once again. It's going to be Iwasa, seeing it stripped away by Francis. Comes center circle to Stevenson. Finds Marvell Wynn right at the center circle. Marvell Wynn making the break on Iwasa. Takes a push from behind, out of play. Last touch by Sacramento. Throw-in coming for the Quakes. Looking middle towards Perazzi. Perazzi can't handle it. The ball knocked away from him, but Francis there to keep it alive. Now trying to lead Leandro Barrera left of the area. Can he race and get there? Nope, out of play. This will be back to Sacramento. So we are entering now the 44th minute here at Avaya Stadium. Sacramento still leading off the early penalty goal from Rodrigo Lopez, 1-0 here. Quakes looking for the equalizer before the half, trying to get a repeat of what they saw last year. But now, here comes Sacramento on the attack once again. Here's Iwasa breaking into the box. It's on the ground, deflected by Francis. Another attempt deflected off the face of Stevenson. Great job there by the Quakes. Here's Lamenta lifting it into the box once again. Turns around, saved by Meredith. Sacramento attacking everywhere, but the Quakes able to handle each attempt. Meredith does a great job to slap it away, but in doing so, this will give Sacramento a corner opportunity. As we are now in the 45th minute here at Avaya Stadium. Rodrigo Lopez. Right-footed blast, near post, on the ground towards the top of the arc. Now it's on the ground in the area. It's going to be Harden who knocks it clear. Picked up by Leandro Barrera, using his speed. Breaking middle. It's him in the middle of a diamond of Sacramento players and couldn't hold on to it. Now it's Clementa. Trying to get it clear for Sacramento. Turns it around to Lopez. Launches it ahead, looking for Braun. Ty Harden gets knocked down in the process of trying to stay up with Braun. Picked up off the bounce by Meredith. Now it's Marvell Wynn. Looking J.J. Caval, far boundary, back to Wynn. Wynn, back to Caval. Can't handle it. Gilberto in possession for Sacramento.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum
We've got 2
of
minutes
2
added
minutes
on here
of stoppage time.
of stoppage time here at the end of the first half. Another nice potential attack by Sacramento. Sees a pass off line intended for a breaking Clementa. But now the Quakes will try and come on the counter and look for the equalizer here before this first half ends. Wynn and Koval on the far boundary before finally turning it around to Stevenson. Stevenson's pass off line. Harden finally knocking it out of play, and he's going to go down with a hamstring cramp. Rodrigo Lopez giving him a quick pat on the back. Looks like Harden is cramping now, bending over trying to stretch it out. Being talked to by the trainers. Looks like Victor Bernardez is going to be subbing in now for Ty Harden. Perhaps the injury more severe than we thought.
Earthquakes substitution in the 92nd minute.
Victor Bernardez
exiting the match, number 2, Ty Harden. Entering the match
before the end
number
of the first
5,
half
Victor
here.
Bernardez.
I would imagine, though, we do not have much time left in this half. The Quakes might get one attempt before we hear a whistle. Quakes trying to come on the attack once again. J.J. Koval unable to handle the long ball ahead. Sacramento clears it back into San Jose's end. Koval doing his best once again to keep it alive off the deflection towards the far boundary. Marvell Wynn turns it around towards Bernardez. Bernardez launches it deep, looking for Wondolowski. Flag goes up, but Wondolowski can't get it. Back to McLean. Picks it up, seeing pressure from Sherrod. Seems like everybody is just waiting for the whistle. McLean will drop kick it. Sees it get away, but now here's Guzman. Trying to get it ahead towards Iwasa, left of the area. Marked by Bernardez. Sees it not. Now here's Renato. Trying to get it clear for the Quakes. We'll get a whistle. There's the half. The early penalty goal from Rodrigo Lopez. The difference right now.
Sacramento Republic
FC leads this one 1-0 at the half. We'll be back with you in just about 15 minutes for the start of the second half.
Fans, please turn your attention to midfield for a special presentation. Tonight, the Earthquakes would like to welcome 3rd and 4th grade teachers from 5 elementary schools across San Jose. These educators spearheaded the Get Earthquakes Fit program at their schools this spring and collectively graduated over 850 kids through the Quakes Fitness Initiative. Thank you all for your hard work and dedication to a fit and healthy community. Let's give them all a big round of applause here tonight. Remember, Earthquakes fans, if the Earthquakes score in the second half of tonight's game, everyone wins a coupon for 2 free regular tacos from Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box. Score late, eat late. And now, please welcome to the field E-Soccer, Exceptional Children's Soccer. It's a free, all-volunteer soccer program where typical and special needs children aged 5 and up participate alongside each other in an inclusive environment. E-Soccer is dedicated to empowering children of all abilities to reach their full athletic and social potential.
hoping that the youngster can provide a spark and get their offense going, as it was non-existent in the first half. And again, they trail 1-0 here off the penalty goal from Rodrigo Lopez in the 6th minute of this match. The Earthquakes have had a number of opportunities but have been unable to finish them. They'll look to change that dynamic here in the second half. So with Metallica blasting from the speakers, we get the whistle and we're underway. The Earthquakes now attacking left to right. Marvell Wynn gets the first touch off a pass from Chris Wondolowski, who gets it back to Victor Bernardez, who subbed in right before the end of the first half for Ty Harden. So the Quakes have used 2 substitutions. But a quick turnover gives it to Sacramento. Bernardez breaks up the pass. And we'll see now what these Earthquakes can do here on the attack in the second half. Far boundary, Barrera trying to create some space, gives it to Perazzi, who gives it up to Wondolowski, who hands it back off towards Barrera, who's knifing towards the top of the area, trying to stay with it, gets knocked down just outside the box, wants a call, gets none, can't believe it. But here comes Sacramento looking to get things going on the counterattack. Fighting Clemente on the outside. Ahead to Guzman. Back outside. Now it's Braun trying to lead Guzman, but in his way. It's going to be a nice little post-up battle from J.J. Koval, who lets the ball roll harmlessly out of play, and it's back into possession of the Earthquakes via the goal kick. So Brian Meredith, we'll see. Looks like he's ushering his teammates to get back, and he lets it fly with a big right boot. Just in front of the center circle off the header from Sherrod, looking for Wondolowski. Now everyone getting a touch. Tommy Thompson fighting for his touch, gets taken down in the process. Getting tangled up there with James Kiffey. But this will stay with the Earthquakes. So off the free kick, it's going to be Perazzi. Lifts it into the area, past everyone, looking for the header from Wando, but it's knocked clear off a touch. Oh, they're going to say it was not off the touch. I thought McLean got a hand on it, but it was just out in front of a diving Wondolowski. Unable to finish. Now it's back to Sacramento. 48th minute. Sacramento holding on to the 1-0 lead. Finally, McLean here's the. But then again, there's a stoppage before we can get going again.
Earthquakes halftime substitution, exiting the match number 15, J.J. Koval. Entering the match number 22, Tommy Thompson.
So finally, we get back underway. Goal kick from McLean. Disrupted by Kari Stevenson. Now Wondolowski spinning it around to try and get it in the Quakes' possession, but it's going to be quickly handled by Sacramento. Finally, Braun coming up with after a number of touches. Swings it to Kiffey. Back to Mirkovic. Back line Daly. Outside Clemente. Now it's Vukovic. Looking to get it ahead towards Rodrigo Lopez. Skips off a deflection to the outside to Kiffey. Trying to get it ahead towards Cameron Iwasa. Sacramento native. Now it's Kiffey again with a nice pass, leading Iwasa into the area. Marvell Wynn there to break it up and knock it out of play. Nice tackle. And they're going to say he got it to deflect off of Iwasa. This sets up the goal kick for San Jose. Francis, a long ball ahead, looking for Sherrod. Perazzi trying to fight to keep it alive, cannot do so. Sacramento will take back over. It seems that more and more in this match, when the Quakes have tried to get a bit overzealous with their passing game. They have not been able to keep things going. When they simplify, that's when they've had their best success in the passing game. They're trying to get their attack going once again. They've inserted Tommy Thompson into the lineup. See if his skill can translate into an equalizer or even a lead for the Earthquakes. 50th minute. Quakes trail 1-0. Throw in for the Quakes. Near boundary win. Goes right of the center circle to Stevenson. Handled by Francis. Koval. Near boundary again to Marvell Wynn. Marked by Lopez. Perazzi, Wynn on the outside. Now trying to lead Wondolowski right of the area. Wondolowski battling with it with Vukovic. Vukovic launches it out of play, but this will set up a corner ball for San Jose. So an opportunity now for the boys in blue. 51st minute. Corner ball coming. Leandro Barrera slowly jogging over to do the honors for the Quakes. Barrera getting set. He'll launch it in. Low liner on the ground. Still on the ground. Wondolowski looked for the deflection but couldn't get to it. Out of play. This will go back to Sacramento, but we do have a man down for Sac Republic FC. Looks like it's Vukovic down for the moment. Vukovic's been having a nice game so far. We'll see if this affects anything on that back line for Sacramento. Trainer running out now. In terms of the Quakes and Sacramento FC, they do have a bit of a connection. Four Quakes played that are currently on the Quakes roster, I should say, played for Sacramento last year. Tommy Thompson, Mike Cusito, J.J. Caval, and Adam John. The history in between these two matches, the Quakes have won all four. Last year coming from behind 1-0. Then they got an equalizer from Kari Stevenson on a penalty just as the half ended in the 45th minute. And then Cordell Cato with the go-ahead goal in the 70th minute. Excuse me, 73rd minute. The Quakes looking to keep their winning streak alive against Sacramento Republic. Quakes overall history in the Open Cup, 13-11 all time. Their best finish was when they made it to the semifinals in 2004 and lost to the KC Wizards. So a foul called off a goal kick from McLean. Lopez off the free kick. Gets it back to himself. Looking to launch it ahead into the area. We've got one-on-one with a shot. Another score! It's Clemente with the goal. It is now 2-0 in favor of Sacramento. And the Earthquakes need to figure out quickly how they're going to dig themselves out of this. '54th minute here. Quakes trailing 2-0. Now getting it ahead to Tommy Thompson. Can't handle it. Marvell Wynn turning it around to Perazzi.
Sacramento goal in the 54th minute.
Back to
Scored by
Koval.
number 23, Hemra Clemente.
Francis,
Assisted by
his
number
pass
8,
deflected out of
Rodrigo
play.
Lopez.
It'll go to Sacramento. And it looks like with the latest substitution to Tommy Thompson, J.J. Koval is now draw back into more of a defenseman now into the back line. That would free up Tommy more to do things as more of an attacking midfielder. So Meredith slings it to his left to Caval. Up to Francis, far boundary, turns it around to the second-year man from Stanford, JJ. Gets it to Bernardez, chips it back to Meredith. Meredith gives it a big blast. Trying to get it ahead towards Sherrod. Tries to spin the header ahead towards Wondolowski. Now it's going to be McLean launching it clear of the box. Picked up now by Sacramento. Victor Bernardez stopping the latest threat. Gets a foot on it, get things back in possession to San Jose. Now Meredith looks to his left to Francis. Francis with a little bit of room to run, trying to make his way past Gilberto. Swings it out to the outside to Leandro Barrera. Barrera trying to make his way, gets tripped up in the process, ball out of play.
The Warriors will need to hit a couple of free throws here.
They're going to say it was last touched by San Jose. This goes back to Sacramento. Clemente with a big blast to try and get it deep into Quakes territory, but Bernardez with the header to keep it in. Now Kari ahead to Perazzi. Left of the area to Barrera. Barrera working his way in. Looks to cross it. I think it was a cross that he had too much on it. It skies over the net. This will be a goal kick now for Sacramento.
To play great basketball even through fatigue.
There you see Curry's numbers. Best percentage during the regular season. Only missed 2 here in the finals.
Quakes trailing 2-0 here in the 57th minute at Avaya Stadium. Sacramento Republic with an early strike in the first half and now an early strike in the second half to take the commanding 2-goal lead. Quakes hoping some late heroics the way this one ends.
We saw Curry with 23. Draymond Green.
Quakes putting a little more pressure on the back line of Sacramento on this night as it continues.
His scoring has been such a bonus.
Jiffy now with the touch, trying to get it ahead towards Braun, but Tommy Thompson's there to knock it away. Braun slow to get up. Taken back in possession for Sacramento. But J.J. Caval there to knock it away from Iwasa to slow the threat, but this will give Sacramento a nice throw in here. Jiffy off the throw in. Marvell Wynn breaks it up, finds Thompson. Over to Bernardez. Tries to blast it clear. Mirkovic takes it off the chest to regain possession. Mirkovic back with it off the touch. Ranges middle, turns it back around towards Vukovic. Ahead towards Gilberto. Sherrod trying to snag it away but cannot do so. Gilberto looking to the outside to Clemente. Clemente handing it off to Lopez. Now Iwasa. Gilberto. Mirkovic. Long pass to Kiffey. Kiffey working his way in on Wynn. Taking it deep. Collides with Wynn. Out of play. Good job by Wynn there. Cleanly physical. Gets things in favor of San Jose. Meredith now getting ready for the goal kick. Lets it blast. Headbangers ball around the center circle. Finally, Wondolowski gets it over to Tommy Thompson. Perazzi, a little bit hopeful, trying to find Barrera. Francis trying to blast it ahead. Now it's a foot race between Clemente and Barrera, but it's out of play before Barrera can get there. This will go to Sacramento. Off the throw-in. It's a 50-50 ball. Wondolowski looking to get it in the area, but it's going to be taken up by Sacramento. Looking to clear. Quakes maybe going to show a little bit more vigor here as they trail 2-0 in the 60th minute. We've got a man down for Sacramento and a big collision between Barrera and Clemente. The foul is going to give it to the Quakes, but we've still got 2 men down on the pitch right now. Iwasa, the Sacramento native, slowly getting to his feet. But he is back up. Everybody looks like they're all right. The free blast from Barrera, looking for Sherrod off the Hera, but it's going to be broken up by Vukovic. Now it's up in the air in front of the arc. Bernardez up on the attack. We'll get a whistle. This will be back to Sacramento. Wondolowski being helpful there, putting the ball on the ground for McLean. Wondolowski not wanting any time to be wasted. Now McLean gives it up, but finds nothing but a blue jersey. It's Francis who heads it back into Sacramento's end, but it's going to be out of play. Quick throw in. Knocked away and taken up by San Jose. Perazzi head to Wondolowski, getting it to the left to Barrera, who's racing towards the left of the area. Now takes a shot looking for Tommy Thompson. It was a shot that curled. It was not a traditional cross. Tommy Thompson just couldn't quite catch up with it. Now the quick throw in from Sacramento. Knocked out of play off Bernardez. This will stay with the Republic. So we are just now entering the 62nd minute. Sacramento leading 2-0. Quakes looking for some late heroics here. A comeback. Francis gets a ball ahead to Wondolowski, who gets it to Sherrod. The flag comes up offside. The ball's in the net, but the flag was up. No goal, but another good attempt. But Sherrod's going to have to learn to be a little bit more patient in these situations. I know he wants it. Coming back from the big knee injury after his rookie season. We're trying to get a look at a replay here, but it happened just a little bit too quickly. McLean lets it loose. Finds Bernardez. Puts it on the ground in front of Koval. Now it leads Barrera. Barrera dribbling through two. Feeds a pass to Perazzi. Tommy Thompson, his pass broken up. Here's Guzman trying to lead the attack once again for Sacramento off the dispossession, but it's back in the hands of the Quakes. Wynn ahead to Wondolowski. Wondolowski draws the foul. This will stay with the Quakes. 63rd minute, Quakes trailing 2-0. Quakes showing more fervor now. Perazzi to Wynn. Wynn, his pass intended for Thompson. Bad pass. Now here's Tommy Thompson off the dispossession, looking to cross it towards Wondolowski, headed out by Gilberto. Bounces back out to Francis. But Quakes can't make anything happen there. Now here's Braun. Off the pass from Guzman. Gets tied up with Francis. That'll be a foul. Braun a little bit slow to get up. We are seeing, though, some signs of life from the San Jose Earthquakes offense. Gilberto looks middle towards Rodriguez. Now a nice pass, leading Braun. Trying to get the beat on Wynn. Wynn nice to get in front and snack it away. This will be a corner ball, however, for Sacramento. 64th minute. Sacramento already with the commanding 2-0 lead here. The Quakes cannot allow anything else at this point. Rodrigo Lopez getting set for the corner ball. Meredith pretty even between the sticks right now. Here's the ball in. Liner on the back post looking for height. Nobody can get to it cleanly, and off the bounce, Meredith takes it. Braun gets a little bit in his face before Meredith waits to put it on the ground to Francis to his left. Ahead to Barrera. The Quakes have almost exclusively attacked from the left tonight when they build from the back. Now it's middle Perazzi. Sherrod back to Perazzi. Turns it around to Francis. Koval Bernardez. Win on the near boundary. Tommy Thompson gets knocked down. It's going to be knocked out of play, however, by Mirkovic. Wynn's going to handle the quick throw-in. It looked like it was going to be quick, but that's not the case. It looks like now Agustin Casares is going to sub in now, I believe, for Octavio Guzman. So substitutions now coming for Sacramento. Yes, Agustin Casares coming in for Octavio Guzman.
Sacramento substitution in the 66th minute. Exiting the match, number 19, Octavio Guzman.
Not sure if
Entering the
Guzman
match, number
injured
6,
here, walking off the
Agustin
field, looking a
Casares.
little less than energized, perhaps just unhappy to be coming off, but Agustin Casares now into the match for Sacramento. Marvell wins. Ball in to Tommy Thompson. Taken away, but the Quakes will try and regain possession. Now Marvell Wynn trying to fight it back. There's Lopez. Looking to the right towards Clementa. Ball taken away by Barrera, who gets caught up, but Barrera now streaking middle of the field. Gives it to Wondolowski. Wondolowski feeding Tommy Thompson. Top right of the area, chips it ahead, looking for a crashing man, but it's being knocked over the goal by Sacramento's back line. A dangerous play there if you don't get a good touch. Could have given yourself an own goal, but this will now be a corner ball taken by Leandro Barrera for the San Jose Earthquakes here in the 67th minute. So Barrera getting set, lifts the ball in, short, low liner on the near post. It's going to bounce all the way out to the center circle where it'll be dribbled back by Francis. Who gets a quick touch from Meredith back to Francis now. Marvell Wynn near boundary. Ahead to Tommy Thompson. Tommy Thompson's pass picked off and knocked out of play before being hit out of play. Now this will be back to Sacramento. Now we're going to have subbing in Mike Fucito.
San Jose substitution
for Mark
in the
Sherrod.
68th minute. Exiting the match, number 12, Mark Sherrod. And now entering the match, number 19, Mike Fucito.
Can play in a little bit of an out-of-control fashion at times, but it has had an effect before. Can catch Sacramento a little off guard. Iwasov, the throw-in, spins it around in control and looks to the far boundary. Finding Clementa, turns it around to Rodrigo Lopez. Head to Lopez again off the pass from Gilberto. Taken away by Francis. Finds Marvell Wynn. Marvell Wynn trying to get it cleanly well. Finds Perazzi. To the outside to Barrera. Long pass ahead, trying to lead Wondolowski, but off the bounce to take control is McLean for Sacramento. After a quick game of catch from the back line, it goes back to McLean, who tries to get it out of there. Now you've got Braun and Koval posting up on each other before finally the ball back in the possession of the Earthquakes. Earthquakes trailing here 2-0. 69th minute here at Avaya Stadium. Not being able to get much going on offense tonight. And not playing with the particular vigor we expected out of this game. They do have a game coming up later in the week against Seattle in Seattle. Now here's Lopez. Giffey, Lopez, Gilberto. Fighting it away from Perazzi. Going to turn it back. Mickey Daly. Ahead to Lopez once again. Gilberto. Off the pass in the center circle. Bounces off of Tommy Thompson. Now launches it right of the area to Justin Braun. Justin Braun making his way in. Takes a shot wide and out of play. Goal kick for San Jose. Now Meredith off the goal kick. Puts it center circle. Fusito with his first touch off the header, trying to get it to the outside of Barrera, but it's taken away by Sacramento. Sacramento coming up on the attack once again. Here's Braun giving the touch outside to Clementa. Back inside to Rodrigo Lopez. To Kiffey here. Top left elbow. Goes back up top to Mirkovic. Mirkovic. Lopez. Back to Mirkovic to keep it ahead. Finds Casares. Now it's Gilberto. Ahead to Lopez. Iwasa in a crowd. Will get a whistle. It's going to stay with Sacramento, however. Sacramento now coming with a free kick left of the arc. 33 out. It's going to be Lopez or Gilberto to do the honors. No traditional wall right now being set up. Well, now we've got one for the Quakes. Here's Lopez with the ball in, deflected off the wall off of Wondolowski, out of play. It'll be a deep throw in now for Sacramento. 72nd minute here. Quakes need to get the ball back in their command, put something together, get back into this. Off the throw in, Gilberto unable to handle it, knocks it out of play. This will go back to San Jose. Win looking to do the honors, but Sacramento up, showing a lot of pressure. Finds Wondolowski. Kari Stevenson cannot handle it off the first touch, and now it's back in possession of Clementa for Sacramento once again, ranging middle. Now swung to the outside to Kiffey. Lopez inside Mirkovic towards the far boundary, towards Clementa. Inside Rodrigo Lopez once again. Casares. Now it's Lopez. Sees Kiffey left of the area. By a win. Crosses it, looking for the header. Francis there handles the threat, keeping it away from a crashing man from Sacramento. And now the Earthquakes come on the counterattack, but their leading pass to Fusito knocked out of play. The Quakes with the throw-in, get it to Francis. Now it's back to Perazzi, to Caval, all the way back to Meredith. Quakes will reset and start from the other side. This time it begins with Victor Bernardez. Bernardez with a long ball ahead, looking for Wondolowski. Finds Fusito. Fusito off the bounce into the area, takes a shot, saved at the last second by McLean, gets a hand on it, gets it over the net. A great play by McLean there to handle the threat, but this will be a corner ball for San Jose. 74th minute. Quakes looking to make something happen. Perazzi getting set. Up the far left corner, wasting no time. Launches it in, looking for height. Fusito misses on the bounce. Wynn handles it about 10 yards on top of the box. Finds Bernardez up on the attack. Launches it in, looking for man. Fusito takes a shot on the ground. Wondolowski puts it in. Goal, Earthquakes! And in the 74th minute, the Quakes now trail by only one. We've got ourselves a ball game here at Avaya Stadium. Wondolowski knows how to get it done. So the Earthquakes have half the lead. They now trail 2-1 off the goal from Wondolowski.
Scored in the 74th minute by number 8, Chris Wondolowski.
But Kiffey leading the attack on the near boundary. Getting ahead to Iwasa, who gets tripped up by Bernardez. But they're going to say it was a clean play, out of play. Now the throw in from Wynn to Thompson to Stevenson. Room to run. Nice diagonal to Leandro Barrera. Racing past Casares. Slows his roll. Does a 180. Breaks middle. Gives it to Perazzi in front of the center circle. Comes to the near boundary to Marvell Wynn. Back more inside to Perazzi. Feels the pressure. Looking to spin around. Posting on it. Working his way in. Trying to stay with it. Trying to get away from his man. Great job here from Mirkovic to stay with Perazzi. The Perazzi ahead to Thompson. Back to Perazzi. Middle, Kari Stevenson. Back heels it to Perazzi. Across to Francis. Francis looks outside to Leandro Barrera. Barrera launching into the box, looking for the header. He finds only a Sacramento forehead. Iwasa trying to get it clear. Now it's going to be Braun slowly leading the counter for Sacramento. Braun in a foot race with Perazzi, knocks it out of play. Quakes quickly on the throw-in, find Barrera. He can't stay with it. It's taken away by Sacramento. But again, the Quakes trailing now 2-1 here as we just about enter the 77th minute. But now here's a leading pass. It's going to be Rodrigo Lopez. Looking for Casares, taken away by Tommy Thompson. Goes to the far boundary to Barrera. Barrera looks to get it clear, launches it deep into Sacramento territory, but it's going to be headed back towards San Jose by Daly, but it's out of play. This is going to go to Sacramento. 77th minute, Quakes trailing 2-1. Here comes Sacramento on the break once again. Coming to the near boundary to Kiffey. Kiffey working his way on Marvell Wynn. To Braun on the boundary. Breaks inside. His pass offline taken away by Bernardez. Bernardez, his pass deflected. Out of play. Throw in coming for San Jose. J.J. Caval to do the honors. J.J. will quickly give it up to Bernardez as the Quakes look to continue this match, playing with renewed vigor. A long ball ahead, looking for Wondolowski. Wondolowski posts up, turns it around to Wynn, who keeps it in bounds. Wynn now breaks to the right of the area. Looks to cross it, waits, crosses it, looking for a man. The header from Fucito on the ground. He wants a handball, won't get it. The ball will be fielded by McLean. Quakes fans in attendance letting their displeasure known. And Sacramento perhaps catching a break there. Ball ahead to Braun, knocked away by Koval, out of play. They're going to say it last touched Braun. Fortunate call for the Quakes, works out well. J.J. Koval, second-year man out of Stanford, gets it into the other youngster, Tommy Thompson, who chips it ahead towards Mike Fucito. Mike Fucito working through a crowd outside to Wynn. Wynn staying with it, trying to wake his way past Kiffey. Trying to lead himself right to the area. A diving cross, looking for Wondolowski. He scores! The equalizer from Wondolowski in the 79th minute. You cannot slow this man down. We are level at 2. This game is tied. Win off the cross. Found Wondolowski so slippery in the goal box and gets the header. And again, this game is now level at 2 here.
Goal. Scored in the 79th minute. That's his second goal tonight by number 8, Chris Wondolowski.
So Wondolowski single-handedly taking this game over in his favor.
Wynn.
2 goals on the night. And proving once again that there is no one as dangerous in the box as Wondolowski. But here comes Sacramento again on the break. Lopez, top of the arc, off the pass, looking to range it to the outside. Now it's going to be Casares. Into the box, looking for Braun. On the header, puts it down. It's going to break wide. Out of play, a goal kick now for San Jose. So San Jose, they have now evened up this game at 2 in the 80th minute now. And they're not content with a tie here tonight. Sacramento appears to have the wind out of their sails, but here's Barrera on the breakaway, racing into the box, looking to take a shot, deflected out of play, corner ball coming for San Jose. Momentum is swung. The Earthquakes now looking to capitalize. It'll be Perazzi making his way into the left corner. All eyes on Wando. Ball in. Pops straight up into the air. Another touch, still on the ground in the box before being knocked out. Francis is going to try and run it down in a foot race, trying to keep it away. Or I believe David Estrada, but now here's a touch ahead to Tommy Thompson into the area. Ranges outside, crosses it, it's on the ground. Now Rodrigo Lopez trying to get it away from Marvell Wynn. Marvell Wynn marking Lopez. Good job there by Lopez to get past the speedy Wynn. Ahead towards Braun. Nice tackle there by Stevenson. Very clean. Braun goes tumbling end over end. And I believe now David Estrada subbed in. I did not see when the substitution happened, but he is now in. But now here's Tommy Thompson charging towards the top of the area. Tried to get a pass into Wondolowski. It's taken away. And now here's Gilberto leading the break for Sacramento. Now here's Estrada. Off the touch from Braun. Goes back outside to Braun. In the middle. Koval taking it away. It's still on the ground. Now here's Braun with a shot. A diving deflection by Meredith to knock it away, but it is going to be a corner ball now for Sacramento. So a good job by Meredith to get the deflection there. Gets just a glove on it. And now the corner kick opportunity for Sacramento. Sacramento getting set now. Ball launched in. Far post in the air. On the ground in the area. Who wants it? J.J. Koval is going to get it out. But we will get a whistle before that happens, and it's back in the possession of San Jose. 83rd minute, this game level at 2. Meredith barking orders. He wants J.J. Koval away from Marvell Wynn, more middle of the pitch. Now the ball, handled by Wondolowski, finds Perazzi, draws a whistle. So this will be a free kick from the Quakes. Just right of the center circle in Sacramento territory. 84th minute, Perazzi launches it into the area, looking for a man. Kari Stevenson trying to turn on it. Tommy Thompson takes a shot over the net and out of play. Goal kick for Sacramento. '84th minute here at Avaya Stadium. This one even at 2. 2 goals from Wondolowski, bringing the Earthquakes level. Wando wants the hat trick. And they also want to keep their winning streak alive against Sacramento. So Marvell Wynn, and a great play, keeps the ball alive, gets pulled down from behind almost like a horse collar tackle out of the NFL. Finally draws the whistle. Free kick for the Earthquakes. 5 yards in front of the halfway line. Bernardez going to put his big leg to work, lifting it into the area. looking for a man. A big collision on the ground. It was Fucito colliding with McLean. But now, Quakes racing to get back as Sacramento comes on the counter. Rodrigo Lopez can't handle the ball. Or excuse me, that's Casares. The 6 and the 8 on these jerseys look almost exactly alike. But it's back in possession of the Earthquakes. Trying to get the go-ahead goal here in the final minutes. I can't imagine we're going to get too much added on here. But just past the center line, here's Leandro Barrera. Breaking on the outside. Looks and finds Fucito, who dribbles through a crowd. Now here's Kari Stevenson. Chipping it to Wondolowski in the area. Slowing it down. Takes a left-footed shot. Just over the far post. Inches high. Wando smelled the hat trick and couldn't finish it. But Wando will get cheers for his attempts regardless. As he sniffs the goal right now. Ahead to Braun. Stripped away by Bernardes, but picked back up by Braun. Sees Estrada ahead of him. Instead, goes across. Now here's a shot deflected in the area on the ground. Wynn will knock it out. Deflected all over the place. Tommy Thompson with it. Gets it ahead to Wondolowski. Wondolowski can't control it though. Fucito collides with Kiffey, but now it's going to be Mirkovic who picks it up and turns it around to Mickey Daly, who slows things down for a moment before looking at the far boundary. Ball intended for Casares, cleared out deep by J.J. Caval, so this will be a very deep throw in now for Sacramento. Sacramento off the throw-in. Mirkovic turns it around to Daly, who in turn turns it around to Meredith. Now here's a long ball ahead, intended towards Estrada, but he'll be offside. This will go back to San Jose, 88th minute. Quakes looking for that goal, go-ahead goal here. Here's Barrera. Takes a tumble and draws the foul just in front of the center circle. So free kick coming for the Quakes. Looks like a bit of a conversation. Now Barrera chipping it in the area, looking for J.J. Caval. Wondolowski wanted him to be just a bit more patient with it. Tommy Thompson fighting for it, gets it back to himself, turns it around towards Victor Bernardes. These fullbacks coming more and more up on the attack here in these waning moments. Now back, Caval, center circle. His pass way offline, intended for Marvell Wynn and out of play. So that's a poor control there by Caval, and it goes back to Sacramento. Sacramento off the throw-in. Looking like they're having trouble containing it as they feel momentum is entirely swung in favor of the San Jose Earthquakes. Tommy Thompson strips it away. Now here's a ball ahead towards Wondolowski. He can't get a foot on it. Cleared back out by Sacramento into the Quakes end, but it'll be handled by Barrera, trying to race through a sea of Sacramento jerseys. Finally, a whistle comes in. San Jose's possession. To his right to Wynn, off Bernardes, ahead to Thompson. Thompson, nice fake outside, breaks in, back outside to Wynn. Wynn crosses it, looking for Wando, headed away by Sacramento before he can get there. Now here's Barrera with another touch. He'll look to bomb it away, takes a shot, and it's wide of the far post past a diving McLean. But another good attempt here in the 90th minute. And you can't help but wonder where this attacking nature was from the Earthquakes all game long. Again, we're in the 90th minute. I can't imagine we're going to get a whole lot added on at the end here. Off the goal kick, McLean lets it fly. Tommy Thompson knocks it straight up into the air, but possession is eventually going to come to Gilberto, who knocks it off a win and out of play. Looks like 3 minutes.
The fourth official has indicated a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time.
So a minimum of 3 minutes of stoppage time being added on here. And now Sacramento trying to find their own late momentum here. But the ball taken away by Bernardes. Gets it center circle to Wondolowski. Wondolowski looking to lead Fucito. Fucito in a crowd gets taken down. There's no whistle. Now it's up to Braun. Francis collides with Braun. Braun spinning around for Sacramento. Looks to his right. Now a long diagonal leading towards the right of the area. It's a race. Crossed behind the net and out of play. This will go back to San Jose. That was a tired-looking Clementa. He's played a hard 90 tonight. Had to race down that ball, and by the time he got there, just had too much of a roll on him to put good leg on that cross. But now the Earthquakes looking for another opportunity. A big blast from Meredith. Headed back into the Quakes' end, but handled by Francis off the touch from Barrera. Back to Meredith. Meredith lets it loose once again, trying to get it ahead towards Fucito. Vukovic going to knock it straight up into the air. Kari Stevenson trying to get a handle of it, but it's put on the ground by Sacramento and taken back by McLean. McLean tries to get it out of his own end, but Francis fights for position. Unfortunately, finds only Rodrigo Lopez, and now here comes Sacramento once again. Sacramento leading David Estrada. One-on-one, looks to cross it right into the arms of Meredith. The Quakes handle the threat once again. Meredith will drop kick it deep, looking for Wondolowski. It's a race. Wondolowski takes it off the chest. McLean's way out of position. Wando looks to cross it, chips it out of play, off of a man. And now we've got a corner kick for the Earthquakes. Smart play by Wondolowski. Leandro Barrera coming over to do the honors. I don't know how many more good opportunities the Earthquakes are going to get on this night. So Barrera getting set. Crowd coming alive. Ball in, low liner, pops straight up and out of the area, but Wynn will corral it. Wynn trying to keep it to himself, but Perazzi off the touch. Now Francis, now it's deflected. Here's a race. Out of play. Who touched it last? They're going to say Sacramento, so the Earthquakes hear the whistle. And this one ends in a draw tied at 2.
San Jose Earthquakes 2, Sacramento Republic
So 2
FC
late goals
2.
from Chris Wondolowski give the Earthquakes a draw, but you can't help but wonder where the offensive fervor they showed in the last half hour of this match was all game long.
All 30 minutes will be played regardless.
But a fantastic job by the Earthquakes, and Chris Wondolowski in particular, with 2 goals on the night to come back and finish with a tie in this 4th round of the Lamar Hunt U.S. Open Cup. A nice performance from Sacramento on this night. So the Earthquakes remain undefeated against Sacramento. So everyone having a good conversation among themselves right now. As we're waiting, looked like there was a conversation being had momentarily. But a good effort here tonight from the Earthquakes. As we are running out of time here in this stream. As I'm quickly being reminded, this is not the same rules as MLS, so we will have overtime. And we are now waiting for this to get underway. So we're getting a quick rest here before this comes in. Are these the freshest stats here, Jake? No, we're still waiting for them. So we're getting the freshest touches here. Yeah, great play by the Earthquakes to come up with the equalizer here from Chris Wondolowski. 2 goals in the second half to send us now to overtime. And we'll take a quick break while we wait for overtime to commence.
Put your hands up if you going hard. I need some lights, it's way too dark. Oh yeah, I'm going in. Okay, I'm with my friends. Let the party begin. Turn all the lights on. Give me that glass, little bit of ice, pour that red in there. This must be her song, dancing like ain't nobody else in hell. Sexy as she wanna be, and she dancing next close to me. I said, please excuse you, stepping on expensive shoes. Just a little shawty is a perfect 10. It's angelic body made to sin. I love the way you get it in. Come over here and shake it for a gentleman. 'Cause you go in. I need some lights, it's way too dark. Oh yeah, I'm going in. And now I'm with my friends. Let the party begin. Turn all the lights on. Turn all the lights on. Put your hands up if you going hard. I need some lights, it's way too dark. Oh yeah, I'm going in. Okay, I'm with my friends. Let the party begin. Turn all the lights on. I'm drinking something.
If you wanna make a move, then you better come in. It's just ability, that reason that we're so thin. Living and dying, and the stories that are true. Secret to a collapse, knowing when you're through. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Well, he's back in the hole where they got him living like a rapper. He's smarter than that. 9 lives like a cat, 15 years old. Take him to the youth authority home. First thing you learn, you gotta make it in this world alone. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb. Black coat, white shoes, black hat, Cadillac, yeah. The boys are time bomb.
All right, welcome back here to Avaya Stadium. Ted Ramey with you. So now we will play 2 15-minute overtime periods. If the score remains tied, we then head to penalty kicks. Chris Wondolowski in the center circle waiting for the whistle to get things underway. So there's the whistle.
Sacramento makes their final substitution, exiting the match number 17, Justin Braun. Entering the match number 13, Adnan Gabelic.
So we've got another substitution for Sacramento. Adnan Gabelic in for Justin Braun. Quakes looking to keep their offensive attack going. Now here's a nice leading pass to the outside to Leandro Barrera. Working his way into the area, looking for Tommy Thompson on the ground, snagged off the carpet by McLean. So the Earthquakes threatening very early on here in this first overtime period. Sacramento, over the last 30 minutes, looked a little bit shell-shocked by the Earthquakes' physicality. Now here's a ball leading Mike Fusito on the ground, deflected off McLean. Finally he'll get it out and pitch it out of the area. So here comes Sacramento on the attack once again, trying to make the break past Koval, crossing it to no one. Bernardez is there to knock it out of play. We'll now have a deep throw in for Sacramento. So now the ball in, Casares, marked by Thompson, turning it around. Outside to Clemente, surprised they did not make a move to bring him out of the game because he looked tired. Mirkovic getting a touch. Now a cross pitch pass towards Kiffey. Kiffey giving it up to Lopez. Inside to Mirkovic. His ball intended towards Gilberto. Finally fought away from Kari Stevenson and taken away. Gilberto working on Tommy Thompson. Looks to his left to Lopez. Kiffey. Inside, Davlovic. A nice pass, trying to lead him, breaking right along the end line, just a little bit past him. Couldn't stay with it. This sets up a goal kick now for San Jose. So Meredith now getting set to let it loose. He does so, right of the center circle, just over the head of Wondolowski. Still anyone's ball. Perazzi fighting for it. Does a good job just skipping it to the outside. Finds Gavlovic. But now it's Mirkovic. Inside Estrada. Swings around. Across. Intercepted by Thompson and cleared out by Wynn, but not deep enough. Handled now by Kiffey. Center circle, Gilberto. Gilberto looks middle. The ball ahead now. Tackled away by Thompson. Out of play, throw in coming for Sacramento. Rodrigo Lopez with a long cross pitch diagonal. Finds Clemente. Looking ahead towards Avlovic, but it's out of play. This will go back to San Jose. So the throw in now will come from Francis, who finds Kari Stevenson. And Francis gives it a big blast to get it deep into Sacramento territory. Mike Fusito giving chase. But the ball will be skipped in front to McLean, who slips as he kicks it out of play. Tommy Thompson runs it down. And with a little help from Dominic Kinnear, quickly throws it into Marvell Wynn. We'll turn it around towards Bernardez. Bernardez, feeling the heat there from Estrada, will give it up to Meredith. Now it's Francis. The low liner ahead intended towards I'm not sure who, but it's knocked out of play. This will, however, stay with San Jose. Throw into Stevenson. Turns it around to Koval. Looks center circle to Perazzi and gets it right back to himself. Koval dribbling middle now. Decides his best idea is to give it up to Meredith, who pops it up. Front right of the center circle. Handled by Tommy Thompson. Thompson now threads the needle on a nice pass to Wynn. Outside towards Perazzi. Leandro Barrera with it now, breaking middle. Brings it across to Marvell Wynn, who hands it back off to Leandro Barrera, who gets tackled in the process, and they will draw a foul. This will stay with the Earthquakes, and they'll get a free kick. 20 yards on top of the area, shaded right of the arc. Barrera going down a few times on this night. A little stiff when he's getting up in this instance, but it's going to be the Frenchman Perazzi taking the free kick here in the 70th minute. Lobbing it into the area, looking for a man, headed out by Sacramento. Barrera trying to break it free, but it is going to be cleared nicely and led here on the attack by Sacramento. Here's Estrada, but runs into Francis. Nice play by Francis to knock it away. Francis dribbling like a madman to get on the pace pass. Rodrigo Lopez finds Mike Fucito. Mike Fucito gets it knocked away. Sacramento back in possession. But now it'll be dumped off past anyone not named Brian Meredith, who will pick it up for San Jose. Puts it on the roll to J.J. Koval, shy of the center circle to Kari Stevenson, to the back line of Bernardez, and they'll reset, getting it back to Meredith. Meredith gives it a line drive boot again in front of the center circle. Wondolowski crashing into the air. Tommy Thompson with a nice long diagonal, leading Leandro Barrera left of the area. Now slowly making his way inside. Gets it taken away. Nice dispossession. Sacramento handles the latest threat from San Jose. Now another tackle from Perazzi to slow the threat. But Sacramento trying to get momentum back in their favor. 98th minute here. We're level at 2, thanks to 2 late goals from Chris Wondolowski here at Avaya Stadium. Sacramento finally getting it up to their center circle, but mostly playing a game of catch here with their back line. Appearing patient for the moment. Getting ahead. Now ranging to the outside. Now a man right of the area. It's Clementa putting it on the ground, but it's snagged off the carpet by Meredith, who heaves it to his left, trying to lead Leandro Barrera. You can tell these two teams are tired. Now it's a war of attrition. Marvell Wynn takes it a couple steps off the near boundary. Outside, Tommy Thompson. Deflected off a play by Kiffey. Throw in now from Marvell Wynn. Thompson can't handle the touch. Bernardez fights it back into the Quakes' possession, but his pass is intercepted. And now here comes Sacramento on the counterattack. Estrada being watched by Perazzi. Ranging towards the top right elbow. Now he's breaking middle. Now looking to cross it, get it on top of the area to Ablovich. Takes a shot, a diving save by Meredith to punch it away. But this will be a corner kick for Sacramento. Level at 2 here. We've played over 99 minutes here at Avaya Stadium. Rodrigo Lopez is slowly making his way over to the right corner. Brian Meredith, a couple of steps off the line, maybe shaded a bit towards the back post. Now here's the ball in. Middle of the area, bounced straight up into the air and over the net. Now to play a goal kick now for San Jose. So the Quakes handle the latest threat off the corner ball from Sacramento. So Meredith puts it in the air with a big right boot. Wondolowski comes up to try and field it. Skips off of his head towards Thompson. Thompson fighting for it, looking to make something happen. Sees Mike Fucito. Decides to wait. Spins it around with a 180 to Marvell Wynn. They'll throw it back to their back line. Bernardez will send it all the way back to Meredith as the Quakes press reset and try this again. This time maybe attacking from the left as it looks like they give it up to Francis. Tries to go for the long pass head towards Fucito, mishandled. Now it's back in the possession of Sacramento. Quakes get it back off a bad pass. Now here's what's worked so well so many times. Leandro Barrera crossing it into the area, looking for Wondolowski, knocked away, unable to be saved, however, before it goes over the end line, so this will be a corner ball for San Jose. I'm learning now here at Avaya Stadium that the clock resets at 100. And now looks like we're very early in this game as it reads 128, 129. Here's the corner ball from Perazzi. Looking for Wondolowski. Wondolowski puts it on the ground. Couldn't get it anything good on it, but it's knocked clear of the area. Marvell Wynn trying to field it for the Quakes and keep the possession alive. But a great play by Estrada to try and get it clear, but Francis there to knock it back towards Wondolowski, just right of the arc. Tommy Thompson trying to get a touch on it. Finally, Rodrigo Lopez getting it clear. And in the possession of Sacramento as they slow things down momentarily. But Tommy Thompson's trying to make the argument that Kippy dribbled it out of bounds before he hit it out of play. Referee's not buying it, so this is a throw-in for Sacramento. Koval breaks up the throw-in, but that just means we'll do it again for Sacramento. Fucito fighting for possession, finally comes up with it. Things getting physical. Fucito sees it out of play, off Kippy. Ahead to Tommy Thompson, tries to touch it to himself. Now it's a throw in from Marvell Wynn. Marvell Wynn looks to feed it to Perazzi, back to Wynn. A deep cross looking for the header from Wondolowski over his head, but Leandro Barrera takes it left of the area, launches it back into the area over everyone's head, and it'll bounce harmlessly out of play. A goal kick now. Coming for Sacramento. It's now the big right leg of McLean strikes. Bernardez there to disrupt things for San Jose, but it's going to be taken up by Sacramento. Oblovich looking to the outside. There's Casares taking a shot. Saved by Meredith off the ground. We've got a man down. It's Rodrigo Lopez, the best scorer for Sacramento. Excuse me, that was David Estrada who took the shot just a moment ago. But it is Rodrigo Lopez down for the moment for Sacramento. And now a yellow will come in. Victor Bernardez has been cautioned.
In the 15th minute of the first overtime period, yellow card issued to the Earthquakes number 5, Victor Bernardez.
So in the 15th minute here of the first overtime, we've got a yellow for Victor Bernardez, as it looks like Rodrigo Lopez is no worse for wear back up on his feet. Referee Alex Chilowich now says we can get back underway. Meredith puts it on the ground. The deep right boot from Wondolowski. Skips it off his forehead to Tommy Thompson. Tommy Thompson trying to lead Fucito. Takes a shot just wide of the near post.
1 minute of stoppage time.
So a good attempt there by the Earthquakes. But they can't close the deal here. So we would imagine not a whole lot left here to play in this first overtime period. Tommy Thompson off the touch. Now trying to lead the attack for the Quakes. Turns it around, gives it up to Wynn on the near boundary. Gets it back ahead to Tommy Thompson. Working right into the area. Tries to cross it. His pass picked off. It's going to be Vukovic, Nemanja Vukovic. Swinging it wide. Rodrigo Lopez. Feels heat from Barrera. Comes middle. There's the whistle. The first overtime period is at an end. So we will take a quick break and do this again. This game still tied at 2. I'm Ted Ramey. We'll be back in just a few. All right, welcome back to Avaya Stadium. Ted Ramey here with you. We're getting ready for the second 15-minute overtime period here at Avaya Stadium. The score still level at 2. Sacramento taking the first touch. Clementa trying to work his way past Leandro Barrera. Ball taken away briefly by the Earthquakes, but regained by Gilberto. Now here's Clementa on the break once again. Right of the area, working his way in on J.J. Caval. Crosses it, broken up by Perazzi. Still Sacramento on the attack. Mirkovic all the way up. Now they're going to swing it wide to the right. Here's Kiffey. Gives it up again to Lopez. His cross headed out immediately by Bernardez and handled again by Sacramento, keeping this possession alive. Now it's going to be Kiffey again. Marvell Wynn doing a great job of watching him, eventually taking it away and preventing a corner kick. Good job, but he can't get it clear. Now here's Gilberto, who will bomb it away right into the arms for a save by Meredith. Meredith will quickly give it up to Leandro Barrera, whose fitness is showing here in these overtime periods. Running through the center circle, looks to his right, finds Tommy Thompson, the youngster, launching it ahead, looking towards Mike Fusito. Takes off the first touch, turns it around to Leandro Barrera, launches it in, looking for Wondolowski, who's still onside. No, finally, they were waiting for it. He couldn't believe it. I think he thought the flag was going to come up, but now it's back to Sacramento, coming on the counterattack. Here's Sacramento breaking into the area on the ground, snagged by Meredith. was Gablovich with it for Sacramento, who just couldn't get a good shot off. Had a great break, but just couldn't stay with it. And Meredith did a good job to watch him in the entire way and not make a move too early. But now Sacramento trying to lead things once again. Ivan Mirkovic swings it outside. Kiffey will give it up to the back line. They finally decide to dump it off to McLean. McLean, his pass offline. Headed by Barrera, but picked up by Rodrigo Lopez with a nice cross-pitch pass. Finds Kiffey inside towards Casares. Dumps it off to Gilberto, but it's going to be taken away by Wondolowski, but a little bit too much on it to keep it in possession. Now here's Gilberto, ranging towards the top of the area, looks wide. Has Kiffey, trying to lead Estrada, crosses it on the ground, but before it can become a threat, it's taken up by Meredith, who will roll it to his left to Francis. And then Barrera, who gets it ahead towards Fucito. Finds Perazzi, looks to the outside, Tommy Thompson. He's got room to run, making his way right to the area, crosses it, looking for either Fucito or Wondolowski. Deflected out of play and setting up a corner kick now. Perazzi's going to come running over to handle the service. So the Earthquakes with a good opportunity here. Early in this second overtime period. Ball in from Perazzi, looking for Koval, puts it on the ground, cleared away before the Quakes can make a second attempt. Meredith is going to come far out to handle it and get it up to Marvell Wynn, keep the Quakes on the attack. Marvell Wynn trying to get it ahead towards Bernardez, taken away. Here's Gilberto now, looking to his right. Here's Lopez, sees Clementa to his right, finally hands it off. Clementa breaking, takes a shot, couldn't get anything good on it, goes way wide of the near post. Once again, the Quakes handle the latest threat. So the Quakes will look to build from the left side again. Francis skips it ahead towards Barrera. Barrera trying to knife his way middle. Looks to lead Fucito, left of the area. Fucito looks to cross, finds a man, but it's grabbed off the ground quickly, but unhandled by McLean before finally Sacramento gets it out of the 18-yard box. Sacramento flirting with danger here a few times. The Earthquakes looking for that break. So the back line of Sacramento works to get it clear. They'll come inside, Mirkovic middle. Not being overly aggressive to the moment. But they'll get it to Lopez. Heads Ablovich. Breaking towards the top of the arc. Slows his roll, working, takes a shot off the face of Bernardez, I believe. He could be hurt. That might be a nose. He's down for the count. He went down in a heap. Looking for a replay. Bernardez is down in a heap right now after taking that shot right off his face. Slowly getting up as the temperature has dropped here. I would imagine that stung quite a bit, but he's back on his feet. He looks all right. Now he almost appears to be a little bit more fired up off of that. Perhaps that's what it'll take for these Earthquakes on this night. Meredith lets it fly. Looking for Wondolowski. Wondolowski off the header towards Thompson. Can't handle it. Sacramento leading the charge once again. Inside Ablovich. Working past Perazzi. Heads towards Gilberto. Outside Rodriguez. Clementa, the closest man to him. Miscommunique. Now it's back to San Jose.
The last number 10 VTA shuttle to the Santa Clara Caltrain station will depart from Coleman Avenue at 10:20.
So the Quakes off the throw-in, unable to handle it. Now it's back in control. David Estrada for Sacramento leading the charge. Right of the area, working on Francis. Francis takes it away but falls down in the process. This will go to San Jose. Francis shaken up a bit. Don't know if that was a cramp or he just went down awkwardly in the moment. But it's back to San Jose. Meredith will put it on the ground. As we're in the 23rd minute. The second overtime. The ball intended for Fucito. He couldn't get a good handle on it, but now it's Gilberto leading the charge. But a pass back intended for him along the near boundary, out of play, back to San Jose. Francis into Stevenson. Koval. His pass intended for Wynn, way offline. And this will go back to Sacramento. So Sacramento looking to build something here. Mirkovic head towards Lopez. Now it's a fight for the ball at the top of the area, 50-50 ball. It's going to be Bernardez who comes up with it. Trying to get it away from Agustin Casares. Tries to knock it clear. Nemanja Vukovic there to get it back in control for Sacramento. Tommy Thompson there to disrupt things and get things back for San Jose. Still anyone's ball. Finally, Sacramento regains it in front of the center circle. Sacramento looking for Clementa again, right of the area. Gives it up to David Estrada. Now it's going to be Gilberto. Now it's Mirkovic. Now it's Rodriguez. Back inside. Now it's Clementa, right of the area. Crosses it. Headed out of possession by Koval. Finally, it's going to be Stevenson who comes up with it. Barrera can't stay with it, dribbles it out of play, so we've got a throw-in now coming for Sacramento. A throw-in offline. Fucito looks to challenge immediately, but can't stay with it. Rodrigo Lopez dribbling it from one touch line to the other. Finds Kiffy. Head towards Estrada. Back towards Casares. Gilberto with it now. Gives it up to Lopez. Lopez trying to lead himself. Bernardez there to take it away. Boots it clear. And on a number of bounces, it will find its way to McLean, who decides to give it to his back line. Gilberto. And now Daly. And now Casares. And now Vukovic. As everybody gets a touch on the back line. Wondolowski watching the play. Now it's ahead into the area, but handled by Victor Bernardez. We'll give it a big blast and get it clear out of play. 10 yards or so, 15 in front of the center line. Quick throw in from Sacramento, wasting no time as we are running out of time here before we go to PKs. Sacramento on the break once again. A shot from Estrada on the bounce, taken off the ground by Meredith before anything can happen. Now the Quakes will give it up to Francis. Head to Barrera. Center circle, Stevenson. Towards the far boundary to Marvell Wynn. See if they can put his speed to work. He'll give it back to Stevenson. Quick touch, gets it back to Wynn. A pass through the center circle finds Francis to the near boundary, Leandro Barrera. Barrera will launch it deep into the box, intended for Wondolowski, but it's going to be handled by Sacramento. And Sacramento will try to lead the charge once again. Tommy Thompson coming in to disrupt things. J.J. Koval trying to get it back for the Earthquakes, but it's still maintained by Sacramento. Near boundary, Lopez. Clemenza trying to launch it ahead, but it's right at Bernardez, who finds Wondolowski, center circle. Wondolowski chips it out to Thompson. Thompson waiting, being very patient. Now trying to lead Fucito right of the area. Fucito crosses it, intended for Wondolowski. Here's Tommy Thompson on the ground, takes a shot! Just wide. Off the outside of the net. A good attempt there by Thompson. Got to it just a little bit late, but a great attempt by Thompson here. As we are running out of time here in this second overtime period, the game's still level at 2. So McLean lets it fly. Get a foul quickly, though. That gives it back to the Earthquakes. The Earthquakes trying to make something happen here before they run out of time, and this goes to PKs. They'll build from the left. Francis ahead to Barrera. Barrera trying to get the break on Lopez. He does. Now it's 1-on-3. Knifing through a sea of Sacramento Republic FC players. Wanted to get a whistle, does not get it. Francis almost kicks Estrada in the face, trying to regain control of it for the Quakes. Comes center circle to Bernardez, who launches it right of the area, finding Wondolowski. Wondolowski will run it down just in front of the corner. Puts it in the area, looking for a man, headed out. Wondolowski trying to get the playmake ability happening, but he can't do it. Handball off Francis. Good job by Rodrigo Lopez. But this puts things back in possession for Sacramento as we are now in the 30th minute, the second of these 2 overtime periods here at Avaya Stadium. Score level at 2. PK is the next option. Daly, Clemenza, Lopez. Fucito trying to clog the passing lanes, hoping for a mistake. Long ball ahead towards Estrada. Marked by J.J. Koval. Right of the area. Slows his roll. Gives it back up to Rodrigo Lopez. Ever dangerous. Launches it into the area, but it's snagged out of the air by Meredith. Saw it the entire way in. Meredith handles yet another threat from the potent Sacramento offense. Running out of time here. Before PKs are the next option. There's the whistle. The second overtime period is over. And now we go penalty kicks. We're going to take a brief break. We'll be right back with the PKs after this.
You could beat the world, you could beat the war. You can talk to God, go banging on his door. You can throw your hands up, you can beat the clock. You can move a mountain, you can break rocks. You could be a man.
And the first shot from Wondolowski is a goal. The Quakes have a quick lead here in PKs. But now we'll get the first attempt from Sacramento. So Sacramento with the first attempt. They score. So the first round is tied. Now it's going to be Victor Bernardez getting set. Bernardez has a big leg. Bernardez shoots. He scores! So the Quakes scoring on their first two opportunities here in PKs. Now it's going to be Nemanja Vukovic getting set for Sacramento FC. He takes the shot. He scores for Sacramento. So now it's going to be Kari Stevenson. Also with a very big leg. We've seen him succeed in penalty opportunities against Sacramento FC here in the Open Cup before. Stevenson shoots. It's saved by Sacramento. McLean with the first stoppage here so far in PKs. Now we'll have to see if Meredith can follow suit. The shot from Daly. Saved by Meredith! Diving to his right, knocks it away. So it's 2-2 right now. Now it's Pirazzi getting set. Trying to get one past McLean. Pirazzi shoots. Saved by McLean! Now it's going to be Gilberto getting set. Meredith readies. Gilberto fires. That's in for Sacramento. So now Tommy Thompson needs to put this one in for San Jose. Thompson getting set. He shoots. He scores! Now it's Clemenza getting set. Here's the shot. Saved by Meredith! A huge diving save by Meredith. And it's 3-3. Now here's J.J. Koval. The big right leg, he scores! Now David Estrada comes up to take PK for Sacramento. Booze raining down. Here's the shot. He scores. We're back tied at 4. Now it's Leandro Barrera getting set. 4-4. Left-footed boot. He scores! Puts it in to give San Jose the 5-4 lead. That's Gabeljic getting set, takes the shot, he scores. Again, we're level at 5. Now it's Sean Francis on for the attempt. Francis sets the left leg, takes the shot and scores! 6-5 in favor of the Quakes. Kiffey approaches for Sacramento. Takes the shot. Over the net! That's it! The Earthquakes win! 6-5 in penalty kicks. A come-from-behind victory with 2 goals from Chris Wondolowski to bring things level at 2 late in this one. It goes to penalty kills after 2 overtime periods, and the Earthquakes end up with the win here, remaining undefeated against Sacramento Republic FC. And now they have won all 5 matchups against the Sacramento Republic. And again, just another one of those nights where Chris Wondolowski proves just how dangerous he can be, snaking around the area finding himself in the right place at the right time. And when the Earthquakes offense looked all but non-existent on this night, it was Wondolowski with 2 brilliant goals to get the Earthquakes right back into this one, put it even in the opportunity for the overtime periods, which did lead to the eventuality of the penalty kicks.
The Quakes advance to the round of 16.
But the Quakes now
US Open Cup.
advancing to the round of 16 in the U.S. Open Cup. And just a great night here at Avaya Stadium, in which the Earthquakes are hoping to carry over some of this offense into their upcoming game against Seattle on Saturday. The Quakes now walking towards the Ultras, who have stuck it out all night, giving a good effort, creating lots of noise here at Avaya Stadium. So again, the Earthquakes getting the win here tonight, coming down from 2 goals from Chris Wondolowski to equal things late, send it to overtime, and then win it 6-5 in penalty kicks. I'm Ted Ramey, and I'll see you Saturday in Seattle.
Attention fans, Jack in the Box coupons will be distributed along Earthquakes Way to the left of the main gate beyond the box office, or to the right of the BMW gate. Thanks again for joining us here tonight, and please drive home safely.